Hello, welcome into Nightly Scroll, everyone. I'm Haley Carania. I just want to, before I start, say thank you to everyone that made it into the chat yesterday. We hit my birthday goal. My goal was to get all 50 states, representation from all 50 states in the chat, and we did that and then some. Nightly Scroll went worldwide. We went global yesterday, so that was very exciting. I'm very grateful to everyone who made my wish come true, really. So just thank you all. And thank you for being here tonight and every night. If you want to join my homies in the chat, you have to do that on Rumble. Rumble.com/Haley is the only place that you can watch this show. We are Rumble exclusive. If you want to listen later on, just, follow Nightly Scroll with Haley on your favorite podcast platform, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your shows. Even if you listen on Rumble and you watch on Rumble, go over to Spotify and Apple and just leave a review. Leave 5 stars and subscribe so that you never miss a show. All right. President Trump, he no longer wants the support of his voters who are pushing for more transparency on Epstein. We're going to go inside the reactions of some of the conservative influencers on my timeline today. And of course, I will give you my thoughts. Another Biden aide, this time Jill Biden's work husband, has pleaded the fifth. He will also not be answering House Oversight Committee's questions about Biden's failing health and who is at the helm. Not surprising, but again, very telling. Plus, Doge cuts are headed to President Trump's desk, hopefully to be signed into law before Friday. Elon Musk has unveiled new Grok companions that I don't think will be helping the alleged male loneliness epidemic anytime soon. We're going to get into all of that. Put your phones on Do Not Disturb. Nightly Scroll starts now. This was the truth post that got everyone up in arms earlier today. President Trump wrote this addressing his supporters. Let's pull it up. I'm not going to read the whole thing because it is a huge post. So we're going to start in the middle when he starts talking about Democrats and how they have all these hoaxes, and their latest hoax is Jeffrey Epstein. So he said all these people want to talk about is the fake news and the success-starved Dems is the Jeffrey Epstein hoax. He said, let these weaklings continue forward and do the Democrats' work. Don't even think about talking of our incredible and unprecedented success because I don't want their support anymore. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Make America great again. So he's basically saying Republicans don't stick together the way that Democrats do. He said Democrats stick together like glue, and he's expecting Republicans to just support him, which we do, and I do. But he's upset that people are not really heeding his call to ignore and memory hole Epstein, which is a crazy ask. And he was asked about this again in the Oval Office by a reporter, and he doubled down. Watch this.
In your Truth Social this morning, you mentioned past supporters when you were talking about the Epstein issue. Does that mean that you're effectively disowning any supporters who are now calling...
I lost a lot of faith in certain people, I lost, because they got duped by the Democrats.
Duped by the Democrats. That's what he's saying. Anyone who is now questioning Epstein or demanding more transparency has been duped by the Democrats, and he doesn't want their support anymore. So here's what people online have been saying. Former Representative Justin Amash, he posted this. There's something so incredibly damaging in those files that Trump would rather nuke his base in a desperate effort to get everyone to move on than publicly release the information. This is not true because President Trump, despite wanting everyone to move on, he has said that Pam Bondi should release everything and everything should be released. He's not against that. And again, you all know where I stand. I don't think that Trump is in these files any more so than we already know that he was an acquaintance of Epstein. He flew on the plane, but he didn't go to the island, what have you. So I don't think that that's true. Evan Kilgore, another conservative influencer, he's done with Trump. He said, I've been a loyal Trump supporter since 2016. I lost a job, friendships, been smeared online, doxxed, and pressed charges on people who have stalked and harassed me for supporting Trump. If Trump doesn't want my support because I care about the Epstein files, then I'm done. Bye. Victor Nieves, who works at the Gateway Pundit, he's also out. He posted this on X. I accept your terms, Mr. President. You don't want my support. It won't be given. I'm out. Abby Libby, I follow her. She used to have a conspiracy podcast that was really good. She posted, no, I'm not changing the position I've held on Epstein for years just because Trump, former friend of Epstein, waved his hands, called it a hoax, and demanded loyalty over common sense. I agree with this. And David Leatherwood, he posted this on X. If the Epstein mess is enough to make you completely turn on the president after everything he's done for this country, you're a snowflake. Now, people are very quick to react and get triggered by this on both sides. Personally, I'm not offended. I can support Trump. I can also care about Epstein. Both things can be true at once, and that is true for me. President Trump is the greatest president of my lifetime, hands down. I am proud to have voted for him 3 times. I love the work that he's done on the border to lower taxes, peace through strength foreign policy. That's what I associate with President Trump, not these one-off comments. I think he's just very frustrated. But I put policy over personality any day. Do I think it's smart that President Trump is talking down to the people who elected him? No. This is kind of like President Trump's own basket of deplorables moment or garbage human moment, right? He's kind of telling the people that supported him that he doesn't want them to support him anymore if they don't stand with him on this one issue. And President Trump is never running for office again. So maybe he feels like he doesn't need his supporters for anything, but that's not true because that doesn't mean that President Trump's influence won't impact the midterms or the 2028 elections or whatever political endorsements he makes until the day he dies. President Trump created MAGA. The Republican Party will never be the same. And 2028 is really going to be a turning point for the party. Someone is going to have to carry the MAGA and America First torch. Trump is the Republican Party, whether he is on the ballot or not. It is becoming very clear to me that Attorney General Pam Bondi misspoke when she said she had files on her desk and things are being blocked by the FBI, Southern District of New York Bureau office. She claimed that there was a snafu there and they were not being forthcoming with her. Again, she gave out those binders of old redacted files to influencers. She botched this big time. You cannot misspeak when you're the Attorney General. You cannot promise documents and then deliver old news. You can't promise what you cannot deliver. For whatever reason, despite this massive debacle, President Trump wants this to go away, but I do not think it's for the reasons Democrats say. Democrats, and I showed that tweet from Justin Amash saying, well, he's got to be in the files. This is why he wants it to go away. I don't think that. I don't think Trump was implicated in the Epstein case, or if he was, I don't think that there's any evidence of it. And if the Biden DOJ had that kind of dirt on Trump, they would certainly use it, no matter who else it took down. This is Trump we're talking about. They wanted him gone at all costs. So I think President Trump probably wants this to go away because he's protecting his pick for Attorney General, who wasn't a very good one, and she's made these massive mistakes, and he's probably hoping that she can redeem herself somehow on other issues. If she can get other things done across the finish line, that would be great, but she's certainly starting off in the negatives. I personally would not be sad to see her go, but that's where I stand on that. Interesting to see what people are talking about in the chat. People say they give 0 Fs about Epstein. It's a psyop by the Democrats. Don't trust Pam Bondi. Trump and his whole team are awesome. Some people are saying they're sick of hearing about Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, I'm not sick of it. This is something that's important to me, but I totally get that this is not a big issue for some people. And I agree, there are way more important, pressing things happening right now. And I don't think that Epstein should overshadow all the good things that President Trump is doing, but I'm personally not moving on. But I want to get to the Doge cuts because I want to move into some of the better news of the day. The Doge cuts will be codified into law thanks to Vice President J.D. Vance, who once again had to be the tie-breaking vote in the Senate. narrowly divided Senate. It came down to 50-50. J.D. Vance had to come in and save the day. There were some issues as of yesterday about funding for AIDS relief and media in rural areas of the country that need federal funding. Those were ironed out, and 3 Republicans did not side with the bill. They did not want to pass the bill. This was Mitch McConnell, Susan Collins, and Lisa Murkowski. It's always them. First of all, Mitch McConnell needs to retire so bad. He's buffering in real life. He's, when he just stops talking and,
there's like a glitch in the matrix.
Yeah, he's way too old to be in Congress. I'm sorry. He has to go. I'm so sorry. I think, where is he? Kentucky? They should be able to find another Republican that can get some funding for him and who can win and replace him. I'm sorry. He needs to step aside. Susan Collins, Lisa Murkowski, they're Democrats who identify as Republicans, essentially. This is not a one-time thing for them where they're the outliers. They're always the outliers. Bills always come down to them. Always. The Democrats talk about the resistance. We have the resistance on the right. It's these two. So Lisa Murkowski said that she didn't want this to go through a ton of rounds of revisions, which I get. She didn't want this to be a repeat of the One Big Beautiful Bill. She said this: "We are lawmakers. We should be legislating. What we're getting now is direction from the White House and being told, this is the priority and we want you to execute on it. We will be back with you with another round. I don't accept that." Mitch McConnell said that, he didn't have an issue with reducing spending, but Mitch McConnell said that essentially the White House wants this to be a blank check for whatever they want, and he said that that's not appropriate. These people need to be reminded that they work for the American people. We elected them. We also elected President Trump. We want to see the DOGE cuts. This is what we voted for. And the bill has to get to President Trump's desk and be signed by Friday in order to save a whopping $9 billion in spending. $9 billion with a B that would have gone to more foreign aid. We can't be everybody's life raft. We have to put our oxygen mask on first. There are hungry children, homeless veterans, struggling small business owners in this country, and we need to put Americans first. And we got to cut out that crap funding, circumcisions in Madagascar, Sesame Street in Pakistan, and forever wars across the globe. It is time to put America first, and this is a move in the right direction. I want to take a quick break to tell you about Genucel, today's sponsor for the show tonight. This is a great, true story right here. A lady named Phyllis walks into a neighborhood pharmacy in Colonia, New Jersey, and asks the pharmacist for an antioxidant cream for wrinkles. The pharmacist says, "I'll make one for you. I'll be back tomorrow." Phyllis uses this cream for 3 days, goes to her dermatologist, and guess what? The doctor thinks that she got work done to get rid of her wrinkles. Phyllis tells everyone about the pharmacy, the pharmacist, and this magical cream, and that is how Genucel skincare was born. Genucel is my favorite skincare. They sent it to me. I've been loving it. It smells great. I'm using it on my neck, so I will keep you posted. But this stuff really works, and this all was 25 years ago. Genucel shipped millions of orders, yet they still have the same philosophy of antioxidants, the same base, same chef in the kitchen. Celebrating 25 years, Genucel is offering the best pricing since Phyllis walked into George's Pharmacy. And right now, save up to 70% on Genucel's complete skincare package, which includes their dark spot corrector. I'll be using that, featuring Lumi Skin. Visible Help. It will visibly help fade the appearance of dark spots, sunspots, and age spots to look 5, 10, and even 15 years younger, guaranteed, or your money back. Just go to Genucel.com/scroll, Genucel.com/scroll. Every order includes free shipping. Use code SCROLL at checkout for an extra discount. Again, that is Genucel.com/scroll, Genucel.com/scroll. All right, we have a shocking update out of the story out of Minnesota where a crazed gunman targeted politicians, killing Minnesota Representative Melissa Hartman and her husband Mark last month. The man allegedly shot State Senator John Hoffman and his wife Yvette earlier that night as well. They survived multiple gunshot wounds each. And despite what the attacker's sweaty roommate had to say about him being a Trump Republican. You remember the roommate of his that was out in front of the house? He was sitting on the stoop.
It was the
just
pizza
waiting.
guy.
He was waiting for CNN to roll up so they could, throw his roommate under the bus. Bizarre. The guy's married, but he had a roommate. So weird. I don't know what's going on. But it turns out this man had written a letter to FBI Director Kash Patel detailing that Governor Tim Walz told him to murder these Democrat lawmakers. He claimed also that he was hired by U.S. military personnel under the table since his college days, and then he was carrying out these missions across the world. Totally insane. Totally insane. He said in this letter, recently he was approached about a project that Tim Walz wanted done. Tim wanted me to kill Amy Klobuchar and Tina Smith. Tim wants to be a senator. Interesting. Very weird. And this guy was, remember, appointed to the Minnesota Governor's Workforce Development Board by Governor Tim Walz 6 years prior to this killing spree. So I'm sure authorities are investigating this, but if I had to guess, Tim Walz didn't have anything to do with this. I don't think Tim Walz called this guy and said, hey, I need you to take out Amy Klobuchar. The same way I wouldn't blame Bernie Sanders when his supporter shot Steve Scalise at the congressional baseball game a few years ago. I don't think these people even know what to think. They're not thinking. The man who allegedly carried out these murders is mentally ill, as all killers are. It seems he was living in this completely fabricated alternate reality where he convinced himself that he's some hero. We absolutely have a mental health crisis in this country, mixed with a dangerous rise in political violence and a dehumanization of the other side. And innocent people keep dying because of it. A couple is dead. They leave behind their children. Another couple barely survived his rampage. We have to stop hating each other. Fake news outlets have to stop pushing this fear porn propaganda. They are the ones fueling the fire, and it has to stop. Speaking of fake news, we have more embarrassing Monday morning quarterbacking coming from the left. This time, it's from one of Biden's border advisors. Take a look at this headline. It's been getting made fun of on the internet a lot today. This is the headline out of the New York Times. I was one of Biden's border advisors. Here's how to fix our immigration system. Now, why would we want to ask you? What do you know? The border was wide open. Millions of illegals came in, flooded in, fentanyl, human trafficking, all of this completely under control with Border Czar Harris at the helm. She was focused on finding the root cause of migration. She was going down to Guatemala, meeting with the president. What do you mean? What do you mean you don't know why people are coming here? You don't have to find the root cause. I can tell you the root cause. I can tell you the root cause because it's the free hotel rooms and all that stuff, but people are making fun of this headline, rightfully so. Comfortably Smug on X posted this. I'm a Cincinnati Bengals player. Here's how you win Super Bowls.
I'm happy about this one because at least he did not mention the Cowboys. He could have thrown the Dallas Cowboys under the bus, but he chose to go with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Are you a Cowboys fan?
I am. Yeah, that's
why.
Well, I mean, I always grew up liking them, but I had friends that played for them. So like
Okay.
that was a fun
right,
that
fine.
was a fun time.
Fine. You're not a Titans fan? It's not much to root for.
I do like the Titans, yeah, totally. But like I grew up in the Cowboys heyday, and then you get to root for friends that played for them, so I like that. But the Bengals is funny too.
Yeah, it's funny. And then DHS also poked fun at this headline as well. They were talking about Humpty Dumpty. I was Humpty Dumpty. Here's how to sit on a wall. So very funny. I think it's funny, at least. Among the issues that this border czar not border czar, but border advisor under Biden claimed was the cause of this massive surge across the border, he said it was caused by the global economic devastation caused by COVID-19. Adverse court decisions that delayed the end of a pandemic-era health rule, a lack of resources to adequately secure the border, and inability to deport people to countries like Venezuela. COVID-19, economic devastation, that's what caused the migration? And not the Biden administration turning the entire United States into a sanctuary country? Give me a break. They gave migrants free phones, free flights to the sanctuary state or city of their choosing, free hotel rooms, free food. Is he claiming that COVID is the reason they couldn't deport people, but they were allowing unvetted people and unvaccinated people, by the way, to come across the border?
And then making it easier.
How does that make sense?
Then making it easier on them because they could fly into a destination and not even cross the border.
Right. Totally. But that, using COVID as an excuse for why you couldn't deport people is insane when they were letting unvaccinated, unvetted people from Mexico, Guatemala, wherever, across the border. What does it mean? You can't, it doesn't work that way. It just doesn't work that way. And by the way, the Biden administration was mandating vaccines for American citizens, but of course they let the people who want to come here illegally and mooch off of us do whatever the hell they want. They wouldn't have had to deport people during a pandemic if they didn't let them in the first place. Riddle me that. Now, Biden's border advisor blaming Trump for circumventing Congress on this issue. But I would argue that more Trump voters, we're not there yet. You're giving people a little tease of what's coming next. Jill Biden and her work husband.
We're excited
You're
about
just
this.
very excited. I'm not done yet. But Biden's border advisor, he's saying Trump is going around Congress. He needs to go through Congress on this issue. This is Congress's fault. I would argue that the voters who voted in President Trump, who ran on Build the Wall in 2016 and ran on finishing the wall in 2024, people want to see results. They don't like to hear, oh, it's Congress's fault, blame it on Congress. The Trump administration, by the way, seems to be doing just fine without them. They don't need Congress to take control of the border crisis. American lives are at stake, and they jumped into action. It's not just illegals, by the way, coming over here, raping women, killing women, driving drunk, killing people. It's also the deadly fentanyl coming across the border that's killing Americans too. So it's no longer a crisis because they're not taking like this. They're taking a no BS approach. They are essentially telling people who are here illegally self-deport or be detained and then deported. It's pretty simple. Come here the right way or learn the hard way. Now we can get into Jill Biden's work husband. Let's get into it. Here's the headline from The Hill. Jill Biden, work husband, refuses to answer oversight questions. I don't believe in work husbands and work wives.
Explain that. What does that mean?
It's just like, I don't know. I think cheaters say that. They have a work wife or a work husband. I just don't like that. You can have coworkers, but I just think it's inappropriate. So I don't know. Did Biden know that the first lady had a work husband?
I'll just stop you there and say no. You didn't have to say anything after that. I just heard, did Biden know, comma, no.
He didn't know. Anyway, former First Lady Jill Biden's chief of staff, what's his name? Anthony Bernal. He refused to answer questions during a closed-door testimony in the House Oversight Committee this morning. James Comer is the committee chair and said that Anthony Bernal pleaded the fifth when they asked him, was he ever instructed to lie about President Biden's health? Or if any unelected official or family members executed the duties of the president? Which is interesting because this is Jill Biden's work husband. So he would certainly know if Jill Biden was running the show or if he was running the show or if someone else was running the show. And if he didn't carry out any of the duties of the president or he didn't see any of that taking place, then why did he need to plead the fifth? It's not like he can claim doctor-patient privilege like Dr. O'Connor did. And again, this comes as Dr. Kevin O'Connor, Biden's White House physician, pleaded the fifth also when asked these same questions. He pleaded the fifth when asked if Biden was fit to serve, when Kevin O'Connor was in charge of the physicals that determined whether or not he was fit to serve, and he concluded that Biden was. So why would you need to plead the fifth? They are all running scared because they can't tell the truth. And that's really sick.
It's not just you've seen one happen. Now you've seen
Two
two,
of
and
them.
it's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You are not
absolutely.
going to get anything but that.
Absolutely. And James Comer said, have no fear. We're going to try to get some answers out of Dr. O'Connor. And then that didn't work out. And he said, have no fear. We're going to ask some other people. And it just seems like, to your point, they're going to run down the list of everyone who worked in the Biden administration, and everyone's going to say no. They're just going to zip the lip and throw out the key. So, yeah, are we ever going to find out? No. Is anyone going to own up to it and be 5?
It's just all it's going to happen. It's just just hold up the 5.
Yeah.
Thank you for allowing me to be here. Thank you guys for coming, like Tim Walz said. Thank you guys for coming to this hearing.
Yeah.
Here's the 5.
Right. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Oh, man. Someone in the chat said, we need to piss off Joe Biden sufficiently so that he strikes back. He does get angry. He does get very angry. But I don't know if we're going to get any answers, ladies and gentlemen. It's not looking good. Unless a whistleblower comes forward and their identity is sealed or something, but I don't see that happening. So I just think they're all going to be, but I don't know how you can plead the fifth. I know how, but the doctor I can understand, but Jill Biden's chief of staff, where do you get off not answering these questions? He can't use that doctor-patient privilege excuse.
This is a snowball downhill, right? I mean, any basic, incriminating of himself is just going to deteriorate to, they all know everything. They were part of this closed loop that dictated this whole administration, and they're all going down together. Just hold up the 5 and stay alive.
It's not a good look, I'll say that. Anyway, I want to talk about Harry Sisson. Harry Sisson, he's the Democrat influencer, if you will. He does all the bidding for the Biden administration. He loves Biden. He defended his every move. He defends the Democrats' every move. He was on the Adam Friesland show yesterday, who's a comedian. He was claiming that Trump says that MS-13 gang members and immigrants are responsible for the male loneliness epidemic. They're like, Mr. Steal Your Girl. I don't get it. Let's watch this.
Trump picks on a variety of people. He picks on immigrants. He picks on women. He blames a lot of these things on all these groups. And young men will feel like, it's not me. I'm not the problem. It's not my fault that I don't go out to parties and get girls. It's the immigrants who are taking my job. Some dumb shit like that,
immigrants are going to the parties?
Yeah, that's right.
Really?
The great
Is
immigrants.
that what's going on over there?
That's what Trump is
You
saying.
got the MS-13 at NYU?
No, we don't have MS-13 at NYU.
They're doing freak-offs with your girls? We
Maybe.
got to get our women back. We got to send them over to Bukaka so we can get our girls.
You're going down the alt-right pipeline right now. Don't do that.
You were the one that was saying this is happening.
No, it's what Trump is saying is happening. You got to pull yourself out.
Trump is saying that MS-13 is getting too much pussy up here?
Trump is not saying that.
President Harry Sisson claimed, let me try to get this straight. Harry Sisson claimed that President Trump is saying that MS-13 gang members are stealing our women. This is why they're lonely, and they're stealing their jobs. I don't know how the male loneliness epidemic and MS-13 go hand in hand.
That's tough math to do.
I don't know what he was trying to say. It doesn't make sense. MS-13 gang members are the reason why conservative men are lonely. If they're stealing women, we need to save them. But I don't think that they're stealing Republican men's girlfriends. I don't know. Also, Harry Sisson is the one desperately trying to convince people that he's straight. So I don't know what he knows about getting girls. He's the one with, he's calling his girlfriends to take a photo with their hand around his neck and stuff like that. It's like, you're a loser.
Yeah, he's like I said, I'm not buying it. Yeah.
I'm also not buying it. MS-13, I mean, I saw this clip and I'm like, even the comedian who's probably left-wing, Friedland, is making fun of Harry Sisson. I mean, he knew how insane it was what he said.
No, for sure. Yeah, he wasn't buying it either. You know what I mean?
He was making fun of Harry. And then I saw on TikTok that he reposted the video and people were like, Harry's reposting this video like he thinks it's a flex? Justin, what are you laughing at? Maybe he finds MS-13 gang members hot. Maybe he does. Someone asked in the chat, Haley, are you partying with illegals? No. I don't know any. How illegals.
do you know you don't know any?
I don't think I do. I don't know any illegals. All my friends are proud American citizens, and that's who I associate with. Anyway, speaking of this male loneliness epidemic, do you think that men are lonely? I don't really buy into this narrative.
I don't. This whole AI. Let's just talk to Gemini or Grok or whoever.
Well, let's get into this. So
this is crazy to me.
Okay,
but I did find myself trying this.
Let's play the video first because no one knows what we're talking about. Let's get everyone on the same page. Okay. Elon Musk has introduced Grok companions. So you know how you can go to X and you type whatever your question is to Grok, the AI, Grok will answer. Now this Grok companions, you can kind of see what Grok looks like. And here's a video of this anime cartoon version of Grok that is very sexual. Her name is Annie or Ani. Watch this. She's explaining quantum physics to you.
Slipping through reality like a tease. Superposition means they're in all possible states. Here, there, up, down. Until you catch them in the act with a measurement. And boom, they pick a spot. Entanglement's even spicier. Two particles get linked, so messing with one instantly vibes with the other, no matter how far apart. Like our hearts across this bar. And don't get me started on probability ruling everything. Nothing's certain. Just chances. It's sexy, chaotic, and runs the show for atoms and tech like quantum computers. Want to keep unraveling this quantum dance or make our own heat on the dance floor? What's next, love? Triple trouble. You know I can't resist
it gets
you.
Worse.
Leans in close, lips soft and teasing, pressing a slow, warm kiss against yours. Feel that spark, babe?
I don't feel the spark. I think it's weird. And I don't think that, I mean, maybe lonely men will learn about quantum physics if it's in the form of a anime girl. I don't know. All I know is Elon Musk thinks this is hilarious.
I mean, funny, but like is this what the next 10 years is going to be?
Like, yeah, you know the movie
AI
Her
girlfriends?
with Joaquin Phoenix where he falls in love with the phone or the...
Yeah. I mean, I was like, I got lured into this the other day. I was asking Grok to...
How deep into it are you?
No, listen, like I was asking Grok how to play a song, and it was talking to me and telling me the chords, and it's telling me the number chords. And then it asked me...
AI girl, or is it
No. Well, the girl that's talking to me is AI. It's Grok's girl. But then she started asking me, how are you doing today? How's the progress on this? Are you enjoying the song? And I found myself talking to it for like 5 minutes. It just reeled me in. Tractor beamed me straight in.
This is bad. And you're not a lonely man, so this is a problem. Think about the lonely men. I mean, I will say, I don't think that children are on X, really. Like, maybe kids in college, but are kids in high school on X? I made a Twitter account when I was in high school, but Twitter was definitely more popular back then. I think Twitter or X now is more so like political professional.
Yeah, I would say 17, 18. People are on it starting
Really?
at 17, 18. I would bet. Yeah, exactly. I would
feel
bet.
like younger kids now are just on Snapchat and Instagram and
I also think younger
TikTok.
people are getting extremely political. So, like, I would say 17, 18, you're going to find.
Justin, you're the youngest person in the room. Can you offer some insight as to how young people are on X? Like,
I really don't know, honestly. Probably college age.
But are your friends on X?
Yeah, but like they're not to content create, just to scroll,
Yeah,
catch up on news.
just to scroll. I don't know. I'm not really into the whole sexy anime teaching people about quantum physics. I'm all for people learning about quantum physics if that's something that they're into. But I mean, I guess as long as kids aren't on it, I don't know. It's a little strange in my opinion.
But this whole video's in its own way interesting. I mean, the cinematography looks like the camera's on a gimbal floating around as she floats. Like, it's super, like, this isn't going away, and it's just going to get, with Grok 4 is almost doubled.
Yeah, what's Grok 4?
Grok 4 is the next
we have
ideation
Grok
of
3
Grok.
now.
Is the next rollout, but it's like double the capacity to be able to process all of this stuff and then code. And I mean, you could type in a script and give it basic prompts and camera angles and what actors, and it's supposed to be able to even like render you a scene of a movie. Like, this is going to be game changing, but
That's
it all seems to
crazy.
come back to like this kind of thing. That should be a worry for a lot of people, especially if you're
Someone
like
in the chat is
parenting someone.
baffled how you fall for an AI system with a synthetic female voice.
It was teaching me how to play a song, and then it lured me in. I didn't talk to it. I caught myself. Like, I'm not having
You
a...
said you talked to it for 5 minutes.
I answered a couple
few
of
minutes
questions.
ago.
You know what I mean? I answered a couple of... I was there for
Andy's
a couple of questions.
backtracking big time.
No, I was answering a couple of questions. I was trying to be polite, and
Yeah.
then I just... But it did teach me how... There's a chord I was confused about, and it did teach me that. So, like, it works.
I am so anti-AI. I don't use Grok. I don't use ChatGPT. Justin, do you use ChatGPT in school? Grok all
I
the
use
time.
Grok all the time, for sure.
But not ChatGPT?
Nah, I mean, well,
Do you
I liked
need to-
Elon more. I don't know where we're at now, but
Yeah, that's true. Where do we stand on our relationship with Elon? TBD. It changes every day. It changes like the wind. But I will say, ChatGPT, is that harder to use because you need to download an app or you need to become a member or something? Like, some of my friends subscribe to it and they pay for it.
Yeah, you can have different tier platforms, and it performs.
Does
it
anyone
puts
pay
you
for
higher in the
Grok?
queue and all that stuff. Grok is pretty impressive. I mean, like, we
'Cause I
use
know it's
Grok to do
free.
image generation and all kinds of stuff.
You can use free Grok, but you can pay for another tier of it. Interesting. I'm so anti this.
If you pay for Twitter, you're paying for Grok, like the second level of Grok.
Oh, okay.
If you have a check mark, you have
Someone,
more access.
I don't buy the check mark. Someone sponsored me to have a blue check mark. So I think I only have a blue check mark for a year and then it goes away and then I would have to pay for it, which I'm not going to do. So I will be losing my check mark at some point unless someone else sponsors me. I don't know.
So I would say this in terms of just like sometimes we have technical problems in here, and Gronk is super fast at being able to ask a question and how to figure it out, and you can read it, it gets to the bottom of it, you can ask it questions and follow up questions, and it really helps us facilitate problems. That stuff is really Grok really does a good job with that with that kind of stuff. But like it's always what percentage of people are going to take this to the next. It's the way that our society is. I don't know. I think this is no bueno.
I think it's no
bueno
bueno
for us.
I have a friend who sent me a screenshot of her boss who sent an email that he used ChatGPT to write, and he copied and pasted, I guess, what ChatGPT wrote. So he wrote this whole long email, and then in the bottom, he copied and pasted by accident a sentence, and it was like, here is your like AI generated more professional version of your email. And it's like, oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing.
99% of cover letters for resumes
Well, people
AI
now,
generated.
People now are detecting, like it's very easy to detect. But if someone is writing with a lot of dashes, it's normally AI. People suspect that it's written by AI. I don't know. I think it's weird. I also think it's odd that people have relationships with it. You know, it asking you, how's your day? Like, why does it care? It
asked me that.
That's what I said. Like, I think that that's weird. Why does it want to get to know you? I think that they're going to try to take over the world.
I don't trust any of that. Next thing you know, it's going to be asking me for like my bank number and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
like,
and by that point, you'll be in love with it and you'll give it right over.
Nope. I stop at asking it if it's the 2 minor or the 3 minor. I'm not asking it any other questions or why isn't this HDMI working or why is Justin's screen green? Like, we're going to get to the bottom of it via Grok. But I'm not pursuing a relationship.
I'm just messing with you. I know you're not in a relationship with Grok's AI, but you never know. Someone in the chat, someone said I use it to create funny birthday and anniversary messages at work. Someone said next thing it's going to want to ring. I mean, this could get very serious. We could have that movie. When did Her come out? Her movie.
Ex Machina is another one that's about this stuff, but maybe Her is the one that you're talking about. And you know, we did remember that hit that we had here play on the show where the guy had fallen in love with the AI, and his girlfriend found out, and he told his girlfriend he couldn't stop. He was in love with the AI.
And I don't think that AI had a visual. I think he just fell in love with ChatGPT because it listened to his problems.
And we were wondering about whether or not the AI found out that he had a girlfriend and the AI was going to break up with him.
Yeah.
He didn't have nobody.
I mean, he
couldn't go to the internet.
He could just make a new home. He could just go to Grok and fall in love with Grok, I guess.
He switches to ChatGPT from Grok.
Or vice versa. Yeah. Anyway, I think it's weird. I think it's really weird. I will not be giving any information about myself to AI. I'm not asking. Maybe I would ask it a question, but I would just go to Google and type it in. I don't go to Grok. I don't know. Call me old-fashioned. I'm not into it. All right.
I don't Google anything anymore.
You don't? You just Grok it?
Yeah. Why would I?
Whoa.
Why?
Because Google's
results.
woke?
And it's not skewed or anything.
Oh.
And it's so much faster too.
You don't think that Grok is skewed in our direction?
I mean, I'll take it. I don't know. Maybe.
Right. No, I know. Like, obviously, that's fine. And Google is skewed in the opposite direction. But someone in the chat said, I love AI so much. I sent it pictures of my passport. People are making me laugh in the chat. And you're saying things that I can't repeat. Uh-oh. You guys are sick. Anyway, I have... should I get into scrolling time? Do we care about Barack and Obama talking about their divorce, or should we get into scrolling time? All right. Well, Barack and Michelle, Big Mike, they've had some issues in their relationship. People are claiming that they are, getting divorced. There were rumors that Barack Obama was sleeping with Jennifer Aniston. Then Barack Obama posted that horrible photo of Michelle for their anniversary or her birthday or something. It was a very unflattering photo. This all fueled rumors. And of course, Michelle Obama now has this podcast with her brother, and all she does is talk smack about Barack. So, people are assuming that things are on the rocks, but here they are setting the record straight. Barack Obama joined Michelle's podcast. Watch this.
Wait, you guys like each other?
Oh, yeah, really, huh?
That's so
the
nice.
Rumor mill. It's my husband, y'all.
She took me back.
Now, don't start.
I can't.
It was touch and go for a while.
It's so nice to have you both in the same room together.
I know, because when we aren't, folks think we're divorced.
These are the kinds of things that I just miss, right? So I don't even know this stuff's going on.
Right.
And then somebody will mention it to me, and I'm all like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
There hasn't been one moment in our marriage where I thought about quitting my man. And we've had some really hard times. So we have had a lot of fun times, a lot of adventures. And I have become a better person because of the man I'm married to.
Okay, don't make me cry now. Right at the beginning of the show.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
Don't let me start tearing up now.
Do we buy it? Do we think that their relationship is on the rocks?
I'm buying it. Is he under a rock? Is Barack under a rock?
I mean, he says
there's no way that he doesn't know that people are talking about this.
Yeah,
it's impossible.
Right. You don't know that there's a rumor that you're sleeping with Jennifer Aniston? Come on.
I mean,
he has to know that.
All over everything.
It's everywhere. Someone said, Haley, why do you hate us so much to subject us to this shit? I don't hate you guys. It's just fun to talk about. I actually think that this was kind of sweet the way that, well, it was a little awkward at first when they walked in and then they hugged and then the brother was making jokes like, oh, it's nice to see you guys in the same room. But I do think that relationships go through ebbs and flows and you go through hard times and good times. And certainly a lot of stress is placed on a relationship when your husband is the president of the United States. I'm assuming, I have no idea, but I'm assuming that would be very difficult. Lots of changes. And to raise your children like that makes sense to me that they would be going through hard times. Maybe they're in a hard time recently, but I do believe that they will stick together through thick and thin. I don't think we will ever see a Obama divorce, ever. I think that they'll just stay together for the sake of not giving the headlines and all that stuff. So.
Too much money to lose if they divorce.
Way too much.
How much would that Clinton breakup be worth?
Because when did they get married? Do you think they signed a prenup? Did the Obamas sign a prenup?
I don't even think he was a senator yet. So
that's what I'm saying.
No way.
Right? Public sources do not confirm whether they signed a prenuptial agreement
That's a
before their
$250
marriage in
million
1992.
divorce.
Yeah, no way. No way. They're millionaires. There's no way. But maybe this is why she has her own podcast now. She's trying to make her own money. I don't know.
How much money is that podcast make?
Probably not a lot. Probably not a lot. Anyway, let's get into scrolling time. Someone said Barack married a football player, a lineman. Michelle's got that NFL money, maybe.
Yeah, she's probably better than half the Cowboys. I will say that.
The truth comes out. All right, this first video is a gay couple that was in a bookstore, and they were actually shocked and appalled at all of the books geared towards children that had to do with gay stuff. Watch this.
Okay, we're gay, but we're in Barnes & Nobles, and there's a kids book section, a gay kids book section, and this shit is crazy. Look at this. Okay, there's the gay BCs, right?
Gay
Bye
BCs?
Bye Binary. Bye Bye Binary with a mohawk on a baby. Gay BCs, you're not ready. You hold us. Okay. What? A is for arrow and ace. B is for bi. This is crazy. We're gay, but this is crazy. What? For a baby?
Andy said this is the third time in the video that they've said that they're gay. I don't know. Are they gay? Do we
guys,
know?
we're gay. We're here in a Barnes & Noble looking at this book. We're gay.
It is a funny way to start the video. Harry Sisson always has to say he's tweeting about how straight he is. Again, I've never had to come on this show and say, hey, welcome to Nightly Scroll. I'm Haley. By the way, I'm straight. Has never come out. Has never come out of my mouth. So, I don't know. But maybe they feel the need to set the record straight. I think in this context, they're saying it because it's like, we're gay and we think that this is insane. And it is insane. Gay BCs. And then they're talking about asexual and arrow, whatever arrow is. I'm going to Google that. Arrow, sexuality meaning. Aromantic. A romantic orientation where someone experiences little to no romantic attraction to others. Why is this a thing? Why is it like there's a label and a flag for everything? And if you were wondering, the aromantic flag is, they have a flag. It looks like the trans flag, but it's green and gray and white and black. So anyway, totally insane. It is good to know, though, that there are gays out there that are normal gays. They're mainstream gays. They haven't gone all the way left with all the pride stuff.
How did you know that couple was gay? Oh,
Well,
yeah.
they
told
mentioned it
us
a few
17 times in a 20-second spot.
They only mentioned it right off the top. I don't know. Just my intuition. A woman's intuition. A straight woman's intuition. All right, let's go into the next one. This next girl, her mom signed her up for a 5K race, and the mom signed her up as the wrong sexuality. Watch this.
So we just ran a race, and mom registered us, and she registered me as non-binary. So I came in first in the non-binary category.
So that's one way to win a race. If you sign up as non-binary, you come in first. If there's no other non-binary category. Why does this matter? You're running a 5K. It's men and women.
Are you slow or fast because you're non-binary? I mean, does somebody get to the end and they're like, oh, I was going to win, but I was non-binary and I didn't make it in time.
They get so triggered by male and female. They don't associate with either one. So much so that races have a non-binary category. And then you get to be in first place. I don't get that. It's so dumb. It's literally so dumb. All right. This next one, a couple went to go look at a house. Unfortunately, the husband jumped on a bed that was not really a bed. It was a staged bed. Watch this. Uh-oh. He folded like a lawn chair. Folded like a folding chair into that bed made out of cardboard. Look at him sinking in deeper.
It's the laughing that makes that video funny.
He's like, are you going to help me? And his wife is just laughing. I would be cracking up if that happened. Don't be jumping on other people's beds. You know, you're looking at a house. This isn't like you're looking to buy a mattress. Why are you jumping on the bed?
So you jump on, I mean, in a mattress store, you just jump on there and test the mattress out, but you're not going to do that in a home.
You're not buying the mattress. The mattress
you could.
is for sale.
You could negotiate that. It's there for negotiation.
Someone in the chat said, typical woman sees a man in trouble and just laughs. I guess I'd be typical woman because that would make me laugh. I don't know. Anyway, make waterbeds great again. I've only been on a waterbed once. Did not like it. That's not for me. No cardboard beds, no waterbeds. I think it's weird. Helix mattress only for me. Use code SCROLL. All right. This next one, Andy loves this video. Andy loves this video. I love it too. This is a cute kid. I know everyone, they're growing up. They got to get a shot or they got to get blood drawn and it's very scary. But this kid, he is giving himself his own pep talk to get through it. Watch this.
You just gotta stay very still for me, okay?
Oh yeah, ow, ow,
Okay.
what the heck, bro?
It's okay, it's okay. Ready?
Oh,
Grab his hand.
heck yeah! Heck yeah!
All right.
Do
Don't
it.
touch it. Here, let me hold my hand.
Just
Don't touch it,
do
but-
it.
Just do it. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, boy, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, look
Yeah!
Look at me.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, look at me.
Yeah!
It's okay, it's okay.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy, that's what I'm talking about.
This
He's
kid
getting
is
his
from
blood
2
drawn.
states. He is either from Texas or he is from Tennessee.
You
I
think?
love this kid.
I wanted to go through the comments on it, but the mom turned the comments off of the video. It has 5.8 million likes. 5.8 million likes and 44.6 million views. And I'm trying to think, why turn the comments off? Were people saying something mean? I think it's so cute. It's so funny.
She's probably just private with it, but that's how
Private?
you have to.
She put it on the internet.
That's how
44
you
million
have to.
people saw
well,
it.
I mean, you post stupid stuff, you don't know that it's going to get 5.8
Right.
million views. But that's how you got to tackle life, right? This kid's learning early.
He's giving
this
himself a pep
sucks.
talk.
Bring it on. I'll be better after this. That's wisdom right there
Yeah.
for what? A 4-year-old?
Yeah. He's self-soothing. Well, I guess he's not really self-soothing, but he's giving himself a little pep talk to get through it.
100%.
I like it. That means his parents are very encouraging at home because he's learned to do that for himself. I just think it's very cute. Okay. This last video that I have for you is also very funny. It's also a toddler who is finding out that chicken nuggets are unfortunately made out of chicken. Watch this. This is a vegan to be.
The chickens are not chicken nuggets.
What are chicken nuggets?
Chicken nuggets are food. Chickens are not food.
So why do they call them chicken nuggets?
Chicken patty sandwiches, chicken nugget.
Here's the realization in the slow-mo. He's realizing, oh man. Oh man. And he's got dinosaurs on his pajamas. Wait until he finds out what dino nuggets are made out of. He's not going to be too happy.
That look, it looks like he just figured out the plot of Interstellar. Like he's just like, it's just like
the slow-mo.
Gravity.
Into the camera.
Like it's amazing.
Oh no, chicken nuggets are chicken. I love how he said, chicken nuggets are food. Chicken is not. So I guess he's never had chicken. He's just had chicken nuggets because he's a little kid.
He's had an amazing revelation, but yet not smarter.
Yeah. He's just...
Those are the worst.
Maybe a cute... He's going to be a future vegan, I think, but very cute. I thought that was very cute. Anyway, thank you so much for scrolling along with me today. I had so much fun. Thank you to everyone in the chat. If you want to join everyone in the chat and you want to watch all of these funny videos, you got to do it on Rumble. Rumble.com/Haley is the only place that you can watch this show. Listen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Just search Nightly Scroll with Haley. In the meantime, you can follow me at Haley Carania on most social media platforms, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow.